Hello and welcome to my channel. You can call me Haxann. In this video, I'm going to be randomly picking my crochet projects. I've been seeing a lot of, and it's actually something I did a little bit ago just for my own fun. Just put a bunch of projects that I knew I'd been wanting to make but I hadn't gotten around to, and I put them in a little jar, and it was really fun and motivating to just make all these projects, and I made so many. So I'm really excited to do it again. Here I have just these two little cups that we're going to be using as my project jar. I've labeled the one. Just so I can put the prompts that I've used in another one so I don't mix them up. So I don't have too many in here, just a few to kind of get started again, but these are just projects that I really wanted to make, or patterns that I really want to try, so we're gonna pick them together and see how many we can make in this video. The first one, let's see. I'm hoping for a quick one to start because I don't want to do it, start with a big one. I don't think there are too many big ones in here. I think one that I just added last night because I saw a really cool project, but I don't think we'll get that one first, hopefully. So let's see. Okay, it is a kerchief. So this is just something that just like a simple like cowl neck type thing. I've made quite a few of these. I like to make them an asymmetrical shape and then just kind of stitch it up so it's just a very simple, single loop cowl, but it's got that shape of a asymmetrical shawl. So that's what we're gonna make first. I just said how I didn't want to mix them up and then I throw it back on the same thing. That was not smart, so I'm gonna put it in the second cup so that way I don't draw it again. There we go. Okay, first thing we have to do is pick yarn. I'm looking down here at my yarn. I'm torn between picking a color I really want to work with or picking up a scrap that I want to get out of my stash because these are small, quick projects. So I gotta think about that. So I actually just picked a bunch of scrap yarn. They're all these kind of shades of pinks and purples. Got these really tiny ones here. Got this bigger one, and then I have this nice big brown. This is like a very light purple, like almost gray, and then I have this gray if I end up running out. But I think this will be enough. It'll be very pretty and like mismatchy. I'm going to be doing a seed stitch pattern. This is I love using that stitch for, especially for like a scrappy shawl. So the pattern I'm going to be using is actually the mosaic shawl pattern. It's a free pattern that I actually wrote. I'll leave it linked below if you would like to use it. I'm just going to modify it for a little kerchief. I'm going to be using probably just a 6mm, just because it'll be a bit looser, but I could use a 5.5, but I am using a 5.5 for a different project, so I kind of don't want to use a 5.5. I'm going to use a 6. Why not? So, yep. Let's get crocheting. It's always so fun starting these little projects because look at how fast they grow and so pretty. I'm just adding in my second color, so it looks really sharp. I love that. So I think my third one, I don't want to do it too like coordinated, like going lightest to darkest or anything. I don't want to get thrown by that because if I make a mistake. So, but I do think I want another red-ish, pinkish, so I think I have to put this one. Yeah, I'm trying to do smallest colors first, and I'm just joining these with a magic knot. It's really simple to do. You literally just knot twice, pull it tight, it won't go anywhere, and especially with this linen stitch, the ends get crocheted over, so I have no worries about it. So that's always thrown me with scrappy projects, just being sure that I'm not gonna ruin it, or anything's gonna get loose with all those ends, but also don't want to weave them all in. So look, here's the magic knot. You literally just do a knot here and a knot here, and then you pull it tight, pull, and I like to yank it back. It's adjustable. Yank it back and forth so it's really tight, and then you just trim the ends. So there's my magic knot, and then I just keep crocheting. So I'm gonna add in more colors. The light's doing weird things, but we're going with it. So I finished the first project of this little challenge, and here it is. It is so pretty. I love all the different colors. Here I did how I did the back. Usually when I make a kerchief like this, I start my triangle with a bit of extra, like wider than you would normally for like a regular shawl, so that I can stitch it up. I forgot, so I just simply tacked it down as neatly as I could. That way you wouldn't have this weird poke in the back, but it fits. Super nice, just a simple little kerchief. I have to tuck these leftovers from my magic knots in, but it's a scrappy cowl. That's the effect you're going for. I love how it used up so many scraps, and I also love just the colors of the scraps, like all these pinks, and then end with this purple. Like, it's so pretty. I love it so much. So that is project number 1. Now I'm gonna pick project number 2. Here's the jar, cup, whatever. I called it a jar. It's a cup. Shake it up to get another good one. Okay, I think we're gonna go with this one. Donut amigurumi. So this is a pattern I found, so I'm gonna try and make that. It's literally just a amigurumi small crochet plushies, but it's a donut. So it looks like a really fun pattern, so that's what we're gonna make now. I have to decide what hook I'm gonna use and what yarn. So let's bring up the patterns. So this is a free pattern by Bling and Things. That's the title of the, well, actually the title of the website is okigirlblingandthings.com. So just a free crochet pattern. It looks super cute. I'll put a picture here if you want to see it. Alright, so what flavor donut am I gonna make? I have that color brown, so let's see. Okay, so I have, oh, actually I have 2 kinds of brown. I think I'm gonna use this one because it's lighter. Use that for the donut part, like the pastry part. And then the frosting, I could do pink. I actually have this little bit of pink left that I didn't get to use in the cowl, so maybe I'll use that. And then I think the hardest part of this pattern will be sprinkles. I think you just literally whip stitch them on, and I'm not the best embroiderer on the best of days, but we're gonna try it. So yeah, I think this will be just like a strawberry frosted donut. Let's get started. Okay, so this is a really quick project. I literally did you do this circle, and then you, before you sew them together, you do these sprinkles. I changed the pink I used to this sparkly scrap so that it would look more like strawberry frosting. And I sewed on these sprinkles, and you literally just weave them in on this side and knot them. And I already sewed it in the middle, so now I'm going to sew around the outside and then stuff it, and it'll be all done. So let's quickly do that. It is, I have to say, I was not enjoying the process and also didn't like how it was turning out, but once you stuff it like that, makes the project. And it's the hardest part of it was stuffing it, because you have to sew it as you stuff it as you're sewing it, and I think my stuffing kind of got a little lumpy in places, but overall it's pretty cute. Like, it's a donut. I made a donut. So that's kind of fun. We are going to do one more project. Let's find out what it's going to be. I'm not sure. Really loving the quick projects. That's very motivating to me, so I hope we get another good one like that. I only have a few in here, but I don't know what they are. So let's see. Got one. A beanie. That is exactly what I wanted. A beanie. Look at that. So, okay, we have a couple of options here. What color beanie? Continue on the scrap train and using up the scrap yarns I have and make like different colors. That would be fun. Or I could pick a solid color. Solid color would be quicker. Scrap color would be fun. I think I'm gonna go with scrap colors. Here are the colors I have. This should be more than enough for a beanie. I'm gonna do like a double crochet slouchy beanie. I've made a bunch of those before. So I think I'm gonna do it like this. So this color is actually a very light purple, but it is very close to this gray. But I think having the dark purple in between will help space it out and look cohesive. So this is the color palette we're going with. Just gonna crochet these up into a very basic double crochet beanie. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, and the hook I'm gonna be using is what hook have I been using? I want to say I've been using a 5mm hook, but I don't know if that's true for my beanies. Oh, it's the one I'm going to use for this beanie. So, even if I haven't used it for my other things. I think I have. I don't remember. Anyway, crochet. So I've been working on the hat. I've started it. I just finished the increases and switched to my first color. I was gonna do like a ray to make the join not jagged, but I just didn't want to be bothered, so this is gonna be a little sidestep. It is what it is. It's a scrappy hat. I don't care. So it looks very nice to start with, and I kind of want the colors to be even as it goes. So I'm going to do this for a little bit, and then that gray, and then I'll probably do the brim in gray as well. So yep, just a regular old double crochet beanie. The hat is complete. I really love how it looks. You can see it's much clearer. It's a purple up here than a gray when you have the bright purple in the middle. So I did run out of the gray, so I had to break into this other skein, but I'm really happy with the amount of scraps I used. It's nice that it's all worked up in a project. So here we go. Here it is. I haven't woven my ends yet, but just ignore it. So here it is. It's nice. You can have it slouched like this, or you can fold it. Just a perfect length. So I really love it. All right, so let's do a roundup of what we made in today's video. So we made a total of 3 randomly picked projects. The first was this kerchief, and again I used up some scrap yarn and just knotted them with a magic knot, and I made this a really nice moss stitch, seed stitch, whatever you want to call it, kerchief. So let's put that on. It's perfect. We also made some crochet amigurumi, this donut pattern that I tried out, and I really love it. It is quite cute. Again, scrap yarn, and we made this hat. So here's our collection of crochet items. I will weave in the ends, don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. I will weave it in, but that is what we made in today's video. A total of 3 projects, all using scrap yarn. I didn't intend to do that, but it felt really good to do it nonetheless. So I'm pretty happy with all this. That is everything for today's video. Be sure to leave a comment below whether or not you liked randomly picking projects. Have you randomly picked your projects? I would love to hear about it. It can be quite fun to just do it at random, not have to think about it, and just think about how to bring the item to life rather than what am I going to make and all that. So thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next video. Happy crafting!